Chapter 924.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Pod D Cast. I'm the best guy ever, and this is Hypocrite.
Ha!
That's the chapter title of 924. Ha! That's our chapter. Cover page, Sentomaru, chopping some wood for some old bears. That's nice of him. Very, very good.
Yeah.
This is probably the most personality that this character has ever shown. Although his expression, like, I wish he was, like, smiling. Like, what's he pissed about right now?
Oh, he's just
Maybe
a pissed guy. He's a very strange character. He always looked like a kid, but he was never a kid. He was always an adult.
And, like, I get that he's a sumo, and that's why his, like, body's shaped like that, but this character has been particularly weird to me from the start. I don't know what his deal is. Like, I know that he, like, worked with Vegapunk or something, so maybe that'll be a thing that happens at some point.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll come back for that arc when that happens.
You know what? That's probably true. There'll probably be some more discussion of him when that happens. Okay. Well, anyway. Right. So the chapter being called Ha! We'll get back to that, because apparently there's multiple meanings as we go through the chapter, which is funny. But, yeah, all right. Let's just get right to it.
All right, so...
Page 1, Luffy's dead.
Luffy is dead. This is the big crunch. He's out cold. He's completely out of it. And
they're selling that he was defeated, which is good. Selling it is good, and I like it. It makes it seem more impressive that he fucked Luffy.
I like that Kaido is like, of course he's still breathing, because like you can tell, you know, strong guys can tell strong guys by smelling them.
Indeed,
they have the sense.
Real nibbas recognize real nibbas as it happens.
And so Law, as you know, the obvious thing to do for Law is to switch him out and run, but he gets hit with a little sea stone nail. And this is a new interesting factoid about Wano. This is where sea stone comes from, the Kairoseki.
You know, in my first reading, yes. So Hawkins says that sea stone comes from Wano because they're the craftsmen. They're the only ones who can. So sea stone originally comes from Wano. Does that necessarily imply this is the only place in the world it's made? Though he does seem to imply that only the Wano guys could make something as small as a sea stone nail.
I think, yeah, I think what it is... Yeah, he's definitely saying that the craftsmen of Wano are the only ones who can turn Kairoseki into such a small, everyday object, like a nail.
Yes.
And other, Kairoseki handcuffs that we've seen are very big and bulky. So maybe it's harder for other people to smith. But he definitely does say... He definitely does say that it's originates from Wano. So I guess the metal comes from here, and they might, like, export it through Kaido or something.
You know,
that's part of his weapons and stuff.
I'm reading the manga stream, and it just translates, sea stone known the world over was born in this country, which again is a little vague. I think it's implying it was first created here, not necessarily only, but then he's like, yeah, only these guys can make it into something like this nail.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, cool. It would make, well, actually, it doesn't make sense, because...
No.
Well, it makes sense, but, like, it brings up questions, like, why is it that the Marines are the ones who have, like, a large access, like, a large supply of Kairoseki, that they line all the bottom of their warships with it, so that the sea giants can't see it.
Isolationist and all that, and the Navy isn't here. Well, I mean, so they said it was born here, but maybe the ability to make it was spread out, and
do you think maybe Vegapunk devised a way to create it by studying it or something, and since he's a Marine guy?
Probably something like that. Yeah, although, like, how would he know? Because clearly it was made... I don't know. Something happened. I think the information is out.
It's chemistry, like making... Turning lead into sea stone, You just add seawater, just add a bit of salt. That's all you need. So I can imagine, like, the fact that pirates don't have access to it, but the Marines do, would make it a Marine thing, a secret. So Vegapunk's pretty obvious, if that's how it goes.
Indeed. But then also, the Wano boys, they've gotten it too, and they were the first ones. And the nail's cool. It's aesthetically, I'm liking more of Hawkins. Hawkins is doing things that are impressive. See, now this is actually good. He got one over on Law. Fucking Hawkins did something relatively impressive in combat. Good job. Good job, Hawkins.
I mean, you say
I know it was like a small thing, and then he like escapes instantly, and I'm like, why was Law so easily fucked in this situation? I guess he just didn't expect a sea stone weapon like that.
Well, I mean, yeah, but like,
although
also...
I'm just saying, the fact that Law got hit with this nail, like he would have gotten just as hit by any nail. It just so happened that this one happened to be sea stone as well. So bad dodging skills, Law. You got to work on that.
Yeah, I guess that is true. Like, if a nail was coming, you wouldn't want to...
Like, it's not like he couldn't dodge it because it was sea stone. Yeah, he would have gotten hit no matter what.
Like, unless he was like, I can feel a nail coming. I'll just hacky my body and it'll be fine.
That's... I don't think there's been any discussion, actually, of sea stone's relationship to hockey. Like, I don't think it specifically has been said that it, like, cuts through hockey or anything.
You know, that's true. But this is, like... Haki has been said to, like, block Logia users, so it definitely makes a Devil Fruit user weaker when it connects.
Well, that's for sure. That's for sure, yes. Okay, well, you know, I'm sure we'll learn more as we go. But anyway, here's fucking... Now, all right. This is something. We turn the page, and here's Kaido. It's all like, fellow pirates and friends. I'm looking down at this man who I've just defeated and knocked unconscious, and I can't tell if it's his fighting spirit or some false bravado, but he's been glaring at me for a while, and it appears Luffy's unconscious body is still, like, I don't know, furrowed brow seems to be. He got the white eyes, so you can't, it's literally impossible to tell where he's looking because manga rules.
It's just one of those things, like,
Yeah.
Like, even when he's unconscious, I can feel his rage. It's one of those, like, what does it mean? But it's cool, so who cares?
Yeah, I'm a little bit rolling my eyes, like, okay, we get it. Luffy's cool. Like, whatever, he lost. But, okay, it's fine.
Well,
it's fine.
I mean,
Luffy's defiant.
It's really just...
It wasn't really a loss, you guys. Because he won the moral battle here by still glaring at him. Well done.
It's not really anything like that. I think it's just
I know.
a way to show that Luffy is on another level and that Kaido can understand that he is.
Yeah, I suppose so. That's true. Anyway, we get to learn Kaido's laugh. Whoa, ro. All right.
Waluigi.
Throws him in. So, all right. So
dude, this is what happened to Waluigi. He's got the long mustache. It makes sense.
He got so mad that he didn't get into Smash. He started
to
being
smash
a dragon,
others.
and became the biggest of all. Which is why his specialty weapon is the home run bat from Smash.
Yeah.
So I thought Luffy was going to be saved by Law, and I was like, oh, how are they going to spend the 2 weeks? Kaido's here is like, throw him in his hell.
Yeah.
And here they go, wrapping him up. But before that, go on. You want to?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I should have seen, or we should have seen, him throwing him in the cell coming, because I had forgotten that he has already done this to Captain Kid. What's his name? Is that his name?
Yeah, Kid. That's right.
Useless Kid.
Where that's concerned... Oh, yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Well, I was also saying, like, a while ago, like, it seems like there's a lot of the what do you call it? The annoying... Supernovas. The worst generation are in Wano.
Yep.
Hawkins, Law, Luffy, Zoro, and...
Apu is around.
Apu, and, like... Yeah, it would make sense for Luffy to meet Kid
Drake.
at this point. Oh, and Drake. I feel like that's what we're building to, is the Supernovas taking down a Yonko.
You're definitely right. I guess I'm a little annoyed that for 2 consecutive arcs, Luffy's gotten captured and thrown in jail and is going to do some kind of jail. Like, it's fine. It's not that big a deal. I'm just like, all right, Oda, let's not repeat too many of our plot devices and try to keep things fresh, which is why I didn't think he'd get captured, because I'm like, well, Oda just did that last arc. He wouldn't do that again, would he? But he is doing it again, and I guess it's fine. Like, I'm not mad or anything. I'm just like, okay. And actually, I actually quite like where they're going with it. I guess I'm just surprised that he would reuse Like, it makes sense, like, because Kaido's much stronger than him, so, like, I get it.
I don't mind it being, like, technically a reused thing, because Luffy's been in prison before. It's not like this is a new thing. It's just, you know, it's a way for them to not constantly be on the run. I mean, there have been arcs where they're just running the whole time instead.
I mean, yeah, and the 2-week timeline thing is relevant, but I just want to, like, Oda could have just written it so it wasn't 2 weeks from now if he wanted to, so we should keep that in mind. Like, he made a choice to do that, but none of this is a problem, really, so we'll talk about the good aspects of this when we get to it.
I feel like having, like, a large time in order to get things set up is helpful for introducing us to all of the stuff and the characters that are going to be playing a part in Wano and all of the enemies, so that we're not like, you know...
Skypiea didn't have any kind of, like, long waiting period, and we met a ton of new characters.
They didn't have, like, 50 characters that we need to get to, you know?
Well, I mean, Skypiea actually kind of is bloated with meeting like a lot of the Shandians and a lot of the priests who don't really have a particularly large role, which I think a lot of people are frustrated by. Wano's kind of like that, only like we kind of actually do care about all the characters, and there still are a ton of them. I'm just saying that, my only point is that he didn't have to write him to go to jail, and he did. That's fine. He didn't have to write in this 2-week period. He chose to. That's fine.
Well, if it's fine, then it's fine.
Well, I mean, yeah, but like if he didn't write in this whole 2-week waiting period, if he'd said like, oh, they showed up 2 days before the thing, or maybe 1 day before the event, or whatever.
All right. Do you have like a better idea as to what could have happened?
Well, I see. So there's a give and take there, because like if somebody like me, if Oda wrote this story such that Luffy got here, let's say literally the day before some big event, then guys like me would be like, oh, well, of course Luffy and the gang get there exactly. How convenient. I don't know, like, it's not a problem that they got there 2 weeks before. Like, it's not even a negative, but the only downside sort of thing is the reused plot element of going to jail, which was done last arc. I'm just saying, that exact same thing happened. I know that different consequences are going to come this arc, and I quite even like it. I guess my only point is that it literally is something that happened last arc, and it's happening again. It's fine. It's not a problem.
I don't know. I think you're worrying too much about, like, specifics and, like,
okay, but let's say that next arc, that where they fight Shanks or whatever, and Shanks also defeats Luffy and throws him into jail. I'll be like, well, geez, we got the Triple Crown.
No. The way it would be bad is if Jinbei arrived and broke him out again. Like that, then it would be a reused plot element. Going to jail doesn't necessarily mean like, oh, it's the same. He's not with Nami. He's completely alone.
Yeah,
aside from being with Kid, you know.
Fair enough. And frankly, I'm honestly looking forward to it, so whatever. I don't even have anything really negative to say. Okay, moving on. Luffy's unconscious. They're going to pick him up. They're going to throw him in jail. But he's so cool, you guys, that his haki comes out
so
anyway.
Angry.
Oh, he
does the
everybody.
Angry blast, and they all fall over, scared.
While unconscious, which I guess that's supposed to be impressive, which I suppose that it is. Yeah, okay, cool. Good job, Luffy. And then this guy, what's his face, is like, oh, the big samurai man. Right, Shutamaru. Oh, Lord Odin's ability, which I think was commented on before, but if it wasn't, we've confirmed Odin had Hao Shoku Haki, apparently. Cool.
How
Impressive.
should you do that, Hao Shoku Haki?
Too bad he's dead, but that's fine.
Yeah,
and
so
whatever. Kaido.
This
Kaido
is
just
leading
leaves.
to like Shutamaru being like, that Luffy kid. That's a guy I might like because he's like a Lord Odin or something.
You know what? You're right. That definitely is probably part of it. But anyway, Kaido here is like, oh, so Kaido doesn't kill this guy. Well, I guess it's Kaido's MO to beat up his rivals, throw him in jail, and then convince them to join him. So it's not like bad writing that he like didn't murder Luffy or anything. So that's fine.
He's got a powerful force. We don't know quite how much he influences the world, but he is a Yonko or a Golko, I guess. I keep forgetting.
As I recall, Genghis Khan, if I remember correctly, when he was conquering the world, or it might have been Kublai Khan, whoever. People have pointed out the similarities between I think or that Kaido kind of looks Mongolian like Genghis Khan.
Oh yeah, that's an obvious inspiration.
Yeah, I was gonna say though that if I remember correctly, I think that one of the tactics Genghis Khan used to conquer, which is why he was so successful and had such a huge empire, was because he would like, quote unquote, conquer an area where he would like, cripple them militarily so they couldn't defend themselves. He would ride in, and then he would allow the current existing rulers of that area to stay in power as long as they swore allegiance to him. And as long as they did that, he would not depose the people who ruled that area. They would just become like a local governor, and he would because he'd let them, rule themselves autonomously, because they could probably do a better job on the local level than he could, not being, whatever place he just conquered. So I'm seeing a similarity with Kaido here. Possibly that's how he rules Wano. I don't know. He just tries to get people to join him, not just literally murder everyone. So, that's cool.
Yeah, possibly, I mean, it's also a thing that all the Yonko do, I guess. But maybe he started it. Maybe he's, like, the guy who does it the most or something to make it more special.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I don't know. Like, Big Mom doesn't seem like the kind of person.
Big Mom will just eat you. Big Mom
she'll just murder you, basically, or just devour you and whatnot.
This guy is so strong, he doesn't have to worry about people eventually killing him. He'll just like, you are so strong, you should join my team.
So. That's true. It's weird to me that this whole plot device about Big Mom appeared about her being literally invincible, except for this one specific time. I don't know. It's just like, it's weird because like, wasn't that thing that like Kaido's special thing that like he was invincible? Why did we also give that to Big Mom?
Was it ever like said like literally invincible, or was it just like incredibly strong, like to the point where like conventional weapons wouldn't do anything?
Are you referring to Big Mom or to Kaido?
Yeah, Big Mom.
I think they said that she's literally invincible, or indestructible.
Well, they may have said like, with our current power, we can't do anything. Like, I don't know whether
maybe that's
what
was implied. I guess. Maybe Big Mom's the kind of person that no one-on-one would be able to hurt her, except maybe like the toughest people in the world. Whereas with Kaido, even the strongest weapons known to man seem to have no impact on him. Maybe it's like something like that. I don't know. Yeah. Okay, well, whatever. I'm not going to get hung up on it. Your boy Law.
I like this comment. He says, like, oh, God, not another fucking conqueror. Jesus Christ, there's so many of those running around.
There really are. He's really passing out conquerors hockey like candy. And it's Halloween. Odin's got it. I don't know. I bet Kid's going to have it. Everybody's got it. But then again, we do meet the most exceptional people in the One Piece world, so honestly, not too surprising, really.
Yeah. And then he turns into a dragon, and he's mad that he's not drunk anymore. It's like, fuck. God damn it, that kid.
Yeah, it's gonna bum you out.
Gotta get a drink of apple juice. Gotta get that sweet nectar.
Gotta taste the rainbow. Off he goes to go get some drunk while they cart Luffy off to jail. And so our hero, our new protagonist, Law, escaped. Hooray. He did it somehow. We don't see, but that's fine. He escaped from Basil Hawkins, presumably by pulling out the nail and teleporting or something.
Yeah.
And he's going to go try to get back to his crew. That's what Law is doing. So he failed. He did not save Luffy. Shichibukai, I don't know, fucking one of the most powerful pirates in the world, Trafalgar D. Law, failed to save Luffy from the Yonko, Kaido, and his crew. That sucks. Get cucked. This is good, though. I like seeing Law fail. It is good. It makes him more human-seeming, and that's I can appreciate that.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway. Whatever. Pirates are like, whatever, Law escaped. I'm going to find him, says Hawkins. Done. Cut Kinemon. Here he is, looking at his bitch. Looking at his 20 years older hoe. She looking good, and he's like that. And he's like, oh, I wish I could go talk to her. And I don't know why he doesn't go talk to her.
Yeah, I think...
From the secrets, maybe?
I think it's in part to, like, protect her from having secrets that the enemy could unravel through torture or something. That's, like, the general, usual thing. It's like, I can't show you my face.
Or maybe he's a big misogynist and is like, oh, man, if I tell a woman, she'll fuck it up. So I just will keep it to myself. He's a very red-pilled MGTOW.
I think he's worn that disguise before. When did he wear that? Was that in, like, Dressrosa all those years ago?
He was wearing a mustache in Dressrosa, but he changes costumes fairly frequently, so I think he probably.
I mean, he's got the costume power. He knows how to do that.
I mean, yeah, that's true. Oh, and also this guy. This is kind of cute that Otsuru is just like. This guy's like, oh no, Luffy's gonna be mad at us. I hope he doesn't think that it's his fault that we all got fucked up and they stole the food. She's just like, no, it's fine. Luffy probably will feel responsible if he finds out, though. Or at the very least, he'll be mad that he was like involved in it at all, I guess. But whatever, who gives a shit? Moving on.
Yeah.
So we've confirmed Shutenmaru, if we didn't already, he is Ashura Doji. I don't know if we knew that or not. And Kinemon spotted him, so Kinemon's hooked up with him.
Oh yeah, that's right. Kinemon can go talk to him and be like, "Hey, you remember me?
Please join my team." Yeah,
I didn't even pick up on that it was Kinemon who noticed that.
Actually,
was the guy.
I just noticed now in that panel him on the right spotting him. But that'll be good.
Okay, so that's one down.
One down. We got the 3 big samurai boys in the can.
Although I'm sure there's going to be like a thing where it's like, I don't wanna, and he's going to be like, come on.
There'll be a thing with that. Okiku looking where everybody maybe died on that mountaintop from the dragon blast, but she's like, oh, it's okay, you're all safe, because that old bitch has a Juku mature devil fruit that matured the ground so they were in a hole and they were safe.
Makes things rot around her, and that's...
Okay. That's cool.
It's pulled out of nowhere, but also it doesn't really matter because we knew they were going to live.
All I'm saying is, lots of, what's the name for female shinobi? Female,
Kunoichi.
Kunoichi, that's right. A lot of Kunoichi, will, like, they kill via, like, sex. Like, they'll pretend to be concubines, then they'll poison you while you're fucking them, or something like that. Imagine fucking her, and all of a sudden your dick starts rotting. Maybe she's
it withers down to the bone.
Oh no! Well, yeah, that'd be rough, I guess. So she could kind of do that. I mean, if you wanted to
if you wanted to do that,
yeah, you could.
If you're into that.
Well, great. Glad we established that. Maybe it doesn't work. A lot of these devil fruits like don't seem to work on humans. Like what's his face? That explode guy Gladius from Dressrosa or whatever. He could make things that were inorganic explode. But it couldn't do it on humans, which was lame.
What about Isn't there a guy... Oh, hang on. My cat's attacking my coat. I need to let her out. I mean, the mink on our crew is causing a ruckus. Mink. I need to throw her overboard.
Good idea. He's going to do that. This is just me and you now, listener. I'm the captain now.
Splash. She's dead.
Okay, good.
What was I saying?
Nothing. We were talking about this old ass bitch. Didn't matter, and we're moving on. All right. Okiku is gonna tell everybody what the deal is. Great.
I'm pretty sure I had something to say, but people at home, you'll just never hear it. You'll never hear it, and you'll be wondering for years.
I'm gonna be wondering. Oh, but this is excellent. Hilarious next page, where Dogman, here he is, finds on the street, conveniently, the body that's still alive of O-tama. So she did get fucked up real bad by Kaido, but she's alive. She's not dead.
Well, all right, here's one thing.
Kaido, you're so bad at this. No,
here's the thing that I think we didn't mention this, and I didn't realize this the last chapter.
Yeah.
Is the reason that, like, what's her face? Speed. She was, like, just found there. Was because she grabbed onto or like was carried away by Kaido's cape or something, and then she dropped down when Kaido stopped being a dragon. Okay. And so she was caught on him, and that's why she was there when that happened. So like, okay, understood. And now that was the case, I'm thinking O-tama may not have been like targeted necessarily. Like Kaido probably just flicked them or something, or like I'm trying to think. There's no indication of, like, what happened, other than they got fucked up. But
Speed had been reported to have betrayed their crew. That's a pretty egregious offense. And then he finds her with this little girl. So, as far as that's why I was surprised Speed, like, wasn't hurt more. Like, why didn't he just, like, kill her? She's a fucking traitor.
It's one of those, like, you could excuse it as him being drunk and not really giving a shit.
Like, imagine what Big Mom would have done if she found traitors in her crew. Big Mom will fucking kill you and rip out your soul. Kaido will make you bloody a little bit, and you'll be fine. Like, Big Mom's presence is way more scary and intimidating than Kaido's. Kaido's too reasonable and too much of a, I don't know, a nice guy. And nice guys finish last, Kaido. You want to come in first in the race for Pirate King. You need to start killing these children. That's what I want to see. Big Mom's killed so many children in her day, and it's been great, personally, by eating them.
Why does Kaido want to be the Pirate King? We really got to know. We really got to see that. I want to know his dream that isn't like, I want to die. I want to see his real dream.
I do want to know his dream, too. My guess, which I think I've said before, is just, I think that he is basically bored with life because he's, like, invincible and nothing is really a challenge. So nothing can hurt him. So, like, life just seems dull because there's no risk involved. And that's why he, like, wants to stir war and creating all these weapons. He's just trying to make life interesting through war, is my thought. And, like, becoming the Pirate King represents freedom. You know, he could, whatever, maybe there's a weapon there or something. There's a lot of good things that come with being Pirate King. So, yeah I know, so, some combination of those factors.
Although, it's funny, like, if he wanted to commit suicide, he could just, like, go into the most dangerous place alone. Like if he tried to destroy the world government by himself, like Marijois or whatever, like he'd probably meet like his end, wouldn't he? Or is he able to like destroy everybody?
I think he is manic depressive, which means that most of the time he is not actually trying to kill himself, but he has fits where he's just like, oh fuck this, I'm drunk as hell, I'm real mad about everything.
Well, that's probably true. The drunk suicide.
Yeah, that's probably a factor at least. Yeah, like when he's just sitting around, he's like, well, man, it wouldn't be fun to die, but then he just gets crazy drunk and gets all bent out of shape, and he's like, oh fuck it, I'm just gonna kill myself. That's my
dude
suspicion.
Relatable.
I know, right? Oh, I hate losing in TF2.
God damn it.
Yeah. Okay. So O-tama's okay. She's gonna rejoin everyone, I guess. That's fine. And news has scattered that Luffy's been captured. Extra, read this paper. And there they go. And word on these newspapers flutters about town. And here is Frankie, seeing the newspaper. Oh, look, it's a thing about Luffy. He made it to the... Huh? Oh, by the way, I looked this up. The three characters who go, huh, here, it is the H-A. It's the same as the title of the chapter. So it's it's a very specifically
a Kabuki theater thing. I actually looked into Kabuki theater because I was like, this chapter, technically, as it says at the end, is like the end of Act 1. Like the curtain opens the first time you see the Wano capital with the person playing the sitar, the shamisen or whatever.
Yep.
And then it closes.
I love that as a framing device.
Yeah, and then it closes here, and I'm like, okay, so if this whole arc is like framed around Kabuki theater, I should probably research it to find out if there's like a thing about it. But I got bored and I didn't read it. So I'll look into it again. But like it's definitely a thing that Kabuki is like very avant-garde, strange. Like, not that Japan is strange, but like it was deliberately a very strange performance that was like weirder than the types of plays that were around before.
It's distinctive. I've long had an interest in bukkake theater, and I'm looking forward to seeing more.
And this is the traditional bukkake face, as we can see here.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Frankie's making it. All right,
now we turn the page.
A bunch of people have sent me this image. All right, so Robin here sees the news and has a face fault, just like Frankie, and then Usopp does the same thing. All right, here's the thing. This is literally not canon. This is literally not really happening. And here's why. I have long studied Robin's role and Robin's place narratively and comedically in One Piece. And the number of face faults that Robin has ever done, like we're talking like comedic exaggerated face faults. With this one, the total amount is now 2. One was on Dressrosa. I can't remember what was happening, but it was on Dressrosa, and she had like a big eye bulge face fault. This is the second one ever. And this one is so beyond the pale, so egregious, so utterly repulsive and reprehensible. It's literally out of character, and Oda is writing fan fiction of Robin in the pages of One Piece, and it's not real. That's what's happening.
All right. When you said it's not canon, I thought you were like talking about how this is merely for the reference to Kabuki theater, like this is a face they make, and that's not actually, like, it's non-diegetic facial expressions, like, but you're actually just mad that it makes Robin look ugly.
Well, more than that, it is completely out of character for Robin to look this ugly. It's out of character and doesn't make sense.
I do actually think it's a non-diegetic face. It's like it's the new craze.
I agree with you on that. I'll latch onto any excuse I can find. That looks more like O-tama or whichever. Otsuru, yeah. Like her face look at her on the right, round head. Look at her on the left. All of a sudden, there's a fucking oval head. That's literally not what Robin looks like. It doesn't make sense.
I skimmed the Kabuki theater, but I was pretty sure there was a little bit of the strangeness of stuff.
Jesus Christ.
Was really important to the exaggeration. Women would not have been allowed to make faces like this before.
Yeah.
And maybe this Kabuki theater.
Well, Nami has face faults all the time.
No. I mean, if we're talking about the traditional.
Like a fucking
the Japanese thing. Like women have to look a certain way, and then Kabuki theater was avant-garde, on the edge, this new punk rock is coming into town. It's changing up everything. Because Kabuki theater was on the precipice of the last shogunate emperor thing of Japan. I'm getting my facts slightly wrong.
I mean, but I know it
is on the cusp of a change in the way Japan's government was ruled. So if this is a Kabuki theater act, at the end, the finale is the change in the way Wano's government works for the better, for the more peaceful times.
What's the connection to Robin's face here? What am I missing?
The connection to Robin's face is that this is a face that they would maybe have in a Kabuki theater act, and she's only pulling it for the reference to this joke, and she's not really pulling it in real life, and she would never actually make this face.
Whether or not it's related to Kabuki, I'm not sure. But
no, I'm pretty sure it is, because the chapter is called Ha, and that's a Kabuki thing, and then there's they're all doing the Ha.
Okay, maybe that's true. We could research that. I just think, One Piece is a cartoony series, and I think that he was just being a goofster.
I'm just gonna look it up.
Okay, all right.
Just so that I don't sound like an idiot, because I already have probably.
By the way, I'm just gonna say on this, there's one other reason why this is literally bad writing to have Robin make this face. It's not just that my waifu looks ugly. It's that what makes Robin cute and endearing is that everyone else around her reacts really strongly. She doesn't react strongly, and Oda has gone outwardly, that is. Oda has gone out of his way to make her inward thoughts visible to us. Her cute inner monologue is cute and adorable, and everybody likes it. And this is he's kind of undoing that. He's making her more outwardly expressive. I just think this was the wrong character to do this with, in my humble opinion. I think there were better choices. I get it, guys. I get it. They're all laughing. Ha ha ha. Robin looks so ugly. Ha ha ha. The news was so bad and so unexpected that we all this huge overreaction face. But Robin just doesn't make this face, and it's this is another character. This is very weird to see. So, I get it. it is literally canon in One Piece. So I guess what I'm just forced to adapt to these facts and say, okay, Robin is the kind of person who would make this face in this situation. I guess that means that she's getting more outwardly expressive as the series has gone on. All right.
No, it's a Kabuki thing. It's a Kabuki thing, because if you think about all the funny, strange, wacky Japanese masks, like, I haven't found, like, a picture of one doing this specific face, but, like, there's talk right here of, like exaggerated expressions and, like, heavy makeup and flamboyant costumes to over-exaggerate, like, emotions and feelings and characters.
You're right. This is a non-diegetic face, for sure. For sure. It's not real.
So we figured it out, Reddit. We did it.
We did it. We cracked the code. Okay. Anyway, everybody's pissed. Everyone's an idiot. Zoro here is eaten. Look at Zoro's face. Lol. Why didn't anybody talk about Zoro's face down there?
I mean, I think the joke is that he's making a similar face, but he's just eating something.
He just looks like that.
He's just eating wasabi, and he's like.
What a silly man. All right, so he hears the news too. So everybody's all fucked up. Everyone's heard the news. Luffy's been captured. That's not good.
What are they gonna do?
We'll find out. So next day, we get to see the cool factories up on those mountaintops. Oh, and there's cool bridges between them too. I like.
Yeah, this is cool. What is it? The Lorax. This is the Lorax factories.
Oh yeah, pretty much.
Where they destroyed all the air and they're smashing things together to make weapons.
Yep, there they go, building stuff, hitting things with hammers, making iron, blah blah blah.
And that iron, slaves.
Yeah, there they go.
Very, very much like Holy Land Marijois, where there's slaves under the floor. Slaves under the floorboards, moving the stuff.
True. And also kind of like Dressrosa with the enslaved toy people that can't.
You know, slavery, it just reminds me of slavery. That's what it does.
I mean, yes, it is literally slavery. If they try to escape, they will kill them, and they have to work. That's slavery. Fair enough. Poison fish. So there's a cell here. Nobody knows what's in it, but every day they have to give them a poison fish with the bones removed. Okay? So they give this poison fish would normally kill someone, but they give it to this guy. They throw it in there. They don't know what's in there, and then they leave. And then they open the doors, and okay, here comes Luffy. He's got bandages. He's being pulled along. He's probably got some sea stone cuffs on or something. I don't know. Looks like it. And here he is. He's been captured. They're putting him in jail. And some
and
guy
then from in the cage spits the bones, the skeleton of a fish so fast, so pinpoint accurate that it goes straight into a guy's throat and he's dead.
That's the guy who was mocking Luffy. So maybe he didn't like it mocking Luffy. I don't know. But yeah, he's bleeding. He's fucked.
So that's why you don't give bones to the guy in the cage. And we learn that this guy is Eustace Captain Kidd.
Oh, actually, Gib, I think that's not correct. Because it's implied, based on the final shot, that Luffy is next to Kaido. Is next to Kid in cells that they gets thrown into. Whereas this one that they pass is a separate one, which I'm pretty sure that the implication here is that's like an unknown cell.
Okay.
That
I read
has
that
some
wrong.
other character there. Yeah. Which I'm just gonna guess it's one of the 2 remaining samurai that we're looking for. That's just a guess.
that would make a lot of sense. Yeah.
Yeah. Could be. I mean, I don't know. Who's good with bones? Maybe it's Brook. Maybe it's literally Brook, who's just a bone guy. I mean, it's not Brook because he's elsewhere. But I'm just saying. Wouldn't that be wacky?
I could imagine, like, if you're a Devil Fruit user and you have the cuffs on, you wouldn't be powerful enough to, like, shoot a bones so hard that it would kill a guy. Although, have they kept that guy in there for 20 years and fed him rotten fish?
I think that's the implication, yeah. Poison fish, specifically, that would kill a man. That's what they say. So maybe it's not human? I mean, we don't know. And we can kind of see the outline, but you can't really tell much. Just see like a hat on a head? I don't know. I can't tell what's going on with that. But I think the implication is that, how mysterious, I think we'll just find out later what's going on in there. Okay. But here, Luffy thrown in the cell. They're going to force him to work until he agrees to pledge allegiance to Master Kaido. And if not, he'll work until he dies. And here's Luffy in a cell next to Eustace Captain Kidd, the useless Captain Kidd. Now this is what it's all about right here. These two are now next to each other. They're going to be able to team up. They're going to make some plans. Oh, it's going to be exciting. I'm very excited to see where this goes.
Yeah. This
say is the best
you'll
part
pay for
about...
this Kaido at the same time. They're all fucked up. They look so cool there. That's a good
They look
panel.
really cool. I like Luffy's bandages, and I like Kid's just general beat-upness. Now Basil Hawkins. So this is interesting. So we knew that Basil Hawkins, Scratchman Apu, and Kid were all forming an alliance to take down, I think it was Shanks, but whatever. Kaido showed up in their place, and he beat them all up. Basil obviously is working for him now. Apu, I can't quite remember. I think it was established that he's working for Kaido too. I might be wrong about that, so don't quote me.
I remember that Drake is working for Kaido.
Drake definitely is, that's true. But Kid here clearly is not having it. And he's chosen to not work under him. He's too free-spirited, too independent.
Yeah, to do like a Trafalgar Law plan. Like the others, they're like, we're intellectuals, and these two are like peas in a pod, like, fuck you, authority, I'll beat you up. And they got punished for it.
Man, I really like Kid's design. I've just always liked him since we first met him in Chamonix Archipelago, like, 10 years ago or something? Oh, he's a cool guy. This is his time. This is very exciting. He's got a magnet. This is his,
among many others. This is everyone's time. This is the biggest time. This is the largest time. This is the coolest time.
I'm very excited. We're going to get a flashback with him probably because he's the most important one. He had the highest bounty of all the supernovas, largely because he caused a lot of collateral damage and he was willing to fuck up anybody. He's not like Luffy. If you mock him, he will destroy you. Unlike Luffy, who just won't care and will laugh it off. They had different mentors growing up.
It's why I'm wondering how this is going to play out, because it's not going to be as simple as like, oh, we're on the same side, let's team up. Like, Kid is just going to be a dick, I'm pretty sure.
You know, it's going to be a thing where, like, maybe Luffy will even suggest working together, Kid will be prideful, but something will happen that convinces Kid, maybe not to ally with him, but, like, that their purpose will be served to, you know, work together to break out and overthrow Kaido, and then they can fight each other.
I think it would be really interesting to have Luffy be the reasonable one in this situation, because usually people come to him and say, we should team up, we should have a plan, and he's like, lol, I'm just going to jump in. But then to have...
Let's just jump right into it.
Yeah, but then to have Luffy be the one who's like making some sort of smarter decision would be really interesting, because like how many other characters could he have that sort of conversation with?
Yeah, that's true. There have to be somebody even crazier than Luffy, which Kid seems to be. He seems to be. His reputation really precedes him, and I am really excited to see him tear shit up, man. And so I was gonna, the whole thing about jail. So like this, whatever. That wasn't a criticism about going into jail before, but this is what it's all about. This is a great place because now, so it's 2 weeks until the Fire Festival or whatever. We've got 2 weeks of time. I'm sure there's going to be time skips that happen, you know, here and there in that time. Luffy working with Law or working with Kid. They're gonna form a team or something. They're gonna get everybody involved in this. Maybe we'll find out what Apu, possibly Drake and Basil. Maybe those guys are covert operatives. We don't know yet. Kid's number 2, Killer, is out there somewhere. So we gotta make contact with him and the Kid pirates. Gonna gather up, like there was that other guy in that cell, maybe the other samurai guys. We don't know who those are. This is a great opportunity for Luffy to form alliances. And I'm just really excited to see all. Now, I'm finally feeling some sincere excitement. Now that Kid is here, this is what I've been waiting for. I'm feeling it now. I'm really feeling it.
He's really feeling it.
It's good.
Yeah,
it's very good.
I'm excited. They've set the stage literally with the first act. I don't know. I could look into a little bit about how Kabuki acts work, because it might not be like the same like Act 1, Act 2, Act 3 as in like American or like European Western culture films and plays and stuff. But if we're in acts, actually, it just reminded me, there could be an intermission at some point that goes back to Reverie, because that is still something's happening there. They've got the revolutionaries, jewelry bunnies there, another supernova. Like, sheesh.
Oh boy, there's a lot going on right now in all kinds of places.
Ooh, it's very all exciting. Cool. Ooh, I love One Piece.
Oh, I didn't even notice at the end here.
Yeah, they got the lady with the shamisen.
I noticed that. I mean, Luffy and Kid being like, you're. So they act. I didn't see them actually acknowledge each other at the beginning, but they did.
Yeah, they do that.
Ooh, very exciting. Very exciting. End of Act 1. Ooh, that's very cool. Which
I can't
is what
wait for
means,
Act
apparently.
6, Act 6 of One Piece Wano.
Me too. Me too. Well, I guess that's all I have to say about it. Can't wait for more. Oh, a no chapter next week, it looks like. Wah, wah. Listen, deal with it, kid.
Deal with it, kid, and you, Luffy.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's it for me. Any final points?
I'm also very excited. This is really cool. It's just good. It's just really good.
I bet what Luffy said to Kid next was his first line is gonna be "Yoroshiku onegai shimasu," which means "pleased to meet you," even though they've already met. Ohayo gozaimasu also.
They're gonna say them both one after the other.
Oh, that's the double team. He can't not be his best friend after one of those. All right, thanks for listening, everybody. We'll see you next 2 weeks with another chapter, hopefully.
Yes.
Bye.
No, you keep doing this.
Oh, Christ, I forgot. You gotta go to
Patreon.com.
Patreon. You gotta go to patreon.com/thepodcast pirates, people. Give us money. You're giving us too little. We need more money. Join the Discord down below, but be a colored hero by being a patron and be somebody. Finally make somebody of yourself in this life. Yeah,
yes.
I guess that's it. That's the one. Bye!
Goodbye.